Hey guys, it's Ben. Hope your week was okay. Mine was all right. Not really. Why do we do that? How's it going? Great. Things weren't great this week, you guys. Honestly, they weren't that great. I did learn some stuff, right? So we did come to some conclusions last week. Let me just fill in the people that don't know me. My name is Ben. I'm on Mounjaro for my diabetes, but I'm also on it now for my weight loss, right? That's kind of a side effect. So I'm also documenting my weight loss on it, but primarily it's my diabetes. So going back 3.5 months, my blood sugar was 474 and my A1C was 10.6. Today it's within normal range. In fact, I have labs from this week that I'm going to talk about in a couple of minutes. So I've got a new A1C reading to tell you guys. And this is from the 10.6 3.5 months ago. I got a new one just yesterday. So that's hot off the press. And I'm going to be telling you that in just a minute. But first I wanted to talk about some stuff, right? Letting people know where I started. 3.5 months ago, you know what my blood sugar was, 474. I'm now within normal range. This week, you guys, my blood sugar average for the week was 89. I tested daily. I missed one day because I wasn't feeling that great. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But my average this week was 89, right? So that's down from last week's average of 93.6. I was kind of getting concerned because it had started climbing. Well, this is the first sign it shows it going down, right? At the 5 milligram dosage. So looks like 5 milligrams is working perfect for me, and we'll stay on that for a little while, I think, right? So last week my weight was 163.8. If you guys remember 3.5 months ago, I was talking about how I was like, my lowest weight to that point was 185. I had gotten down to 185, 190 on my own, and it had taken almost a year, a lot of work. And that's about as low as I was going. I kept bouncing between 185, 190, and I'd get a little bit above 190 and then have to start watching what I eat again. And then I got the diabetes, and now my weight, because of this stuff, is down to 163.8, right? I want to talk about some comments. How tall are you? I am 5'9" tall, right? Sometimes I tell people I'm 5'11", and my wife, if she's anywhere within earshot, will correct me immediately, much to my embarrassment. So I have learned to go ahead and go the honest route, not try to get up on the ball of my foot and impress anybody. Besides, who cares? Too old for that stupid stuff now, right? And I don't care. I am 5'9" of incredibly handsome man. That's all I gotta say about it. Just joking. You guys, I'm just joking. I'm 5'9". And the question was asked because they want to get a good reference of what my goal weight ought to be. And even somebody asked me, what's my goal weight? And my goal weight is between 150 and 160. And you heard me say earlier that I'm at 163.8, 3.8 from my goal weight. It is possible that I'll hit that goal weight today with today's weigh, and we're going to find out in a minute. And then what, right? That's the question. We're going to talk about that after I give you my results. Donna Rusin wanted me to know that she knows that blood pressure medication and diuretics can cause gout because her dad had it, and that's what her dad's doctor said caused it, was his blood pressure medications and stuff. So yes, I did go to my doctor with that comment in mind, and I did ask the questions, and those results are coming up. Thanks for addressing that in the comments. I don't know if I would have remembered to ask my doctor if you hadn't have made that comment, but I did, and I've got an answer for you, right? Also, Rattlemaster said, talk to your doctor about the foot pain. It could be diabetic nerve pain, and that was another thing. Besides the life-ending rare disease that when you Google your symptoms, you'll inevitably get on Google, I figured it might be either that or it could be, maybe I just twisted something on my walks or something, right? Who knows? I was hoping it wasn't gout, right? But I knew that gout's treatable because my dad used to get treated with it all the time. Okay, I got those results too. In fact, I went to the doctor for my foot pain and I got all kinds of results. I got my gout numbers. I know what my gout number is in my foot, and it's a 6. That means I don't have gout. So they also took an x-ray of my foot. And we're going to come up with those results in a minute. It just gets more interesting, my health situations. Anyway, so this week, like I said, my blood sugar average this week, 89. Last week, 93.6. Last week, my weight was 163.8. This week, it's going to be... to be honest, I'm not feeling too good about my results this week. I'm not feeling too good about losing any weight. Let's see though. Let's see what we got. $169.6. Okay, 169.6. That's a 5.8 pound gain this week. A 6-pound gain in 1 week. I knew it was coming. I kind of had a feeling. I wasn't as active this week because of my foot. And let's talk about that, right? Let's talk about what could possibly have caused my 5.8 pound weight gain this week. My biggest one, actually my second one and my biggest weight gain week to week from last week. Did I forget to take my Mounjaro last week? You guys watched me inject it. No, I took it. My foot has been really hurting. And I made that appointment I told you guys about earlier and went to see the doctor because I thought it was, I could have sworn it was gout. I was hoping it wasn't diabetic nerve pain. They took an x-ray and they took my blood. My blood came out with a 6 figure for the gout number. And a 6 in the gout situation is normal. It's considered kind of on the high end, but it's still within normal. So my doctor doesn't feel like it's gout. But we also had an x-ray taken, and the x-ray shows that I've got this thing called osteoarthritis of the MTP joint, which is like your big toe area, and it's affected my whole foot down there on the right side. I think I must also have it on the left because it's also affected the similar pain and everything, but it's not as intense as the right. Last Tuesday, my pain got so bad on my right foot that I could barely walk on it. If I put the sheets on top of my foot, it hurt, right? It was like gout, but different, right? And it turns out that it's arthritis, right? There is treatment, but I got to go see a podiatrist. I got referred to a podiatrist. In the meantime, on a pain medication, just so I can get some sleep, because guys, this week's sleep has been very rare. I've gotten about, up until 2 days ago, I was getting like 3-4 hours of sleep a night because my foot pain was just driving me crazy. And I was getting to be in a pretty bad mood. 2 days ago, the doctor came out, did my x-ray, saw this stuff, and put me on a pain medication, opioid, just to get me through until I could see the podiatrist. That helped me sleep, thank God. So I'm in a much better mood talking to you today, but I'm still a little ticked off. And I'm going to tell you why I'm ticked off. It's not because I got arthritis. I expect that at my age. My parents had that too. I had no idea what it felt like, and it ain't no joke. As it turns out, arthritis is very painful. So hopefully we'll be able to get that treated. I'm okay. I don't mind coming up with new things that are wrong with me as long as I take care of some of the old things that are wrong with me. We'll work on these new things as we go. Now, that 5.8 pound weight loss, guys, I'm going to need a little moral support. I'm just joking. I won't need the moral support. We all know what's causing it. I'm just not moving around as much, and I'm used to like moving a little bit more these days, and this is going to be tough because my doctor said stay off of it until I see my podiatrist. I don't want to inflame anything, so we're going to not do the exercise 3 days a week. Sorry, you guys, I'm bailing out on you, but I will be back as soon as possible. As soon as my doctor gives me the go-ahead, I'll be right back with you. So if you're able to continue doing it, if you started it, please continue. Please keep going, because it really is going to make a difference. I could already feel it, even though it was painful. I could already feel it making a good difference for me. Okay. So One of the other comments was the blood pressure medication and diuretics can cause foot pain too, but in my case it wasn't the gout. So that's not what it is. But I did want to tell you that reminded me to tell you guys that I went in and my blood pressure has dropped so much that they have taken me off one of my 2 blood pressure medications. My doctor wanted to try both of them, but she said, let's try one at a time. We don't want to shock your system too much. So let's take you off the lisinopril first, because that's probably best. And we'll see what happens next time you come in. If your blood pressure is still as good as it is right now, well within normal, then we'll take you off the other blood pressure medication. I'm super excited by that. The more medications I can come off of, the happier I'll be. And this is what I'm talking about. I changed my lifestyle, I've changed my body, and now these things are starting to make easier for me to keep in line without the medication, right? So hopefully, next time I go in, I can come off my other blood pressure medication. So that is some good news out of the bad news. Unfortunately, I'm on tramadol until I can go see my podiatrist. I don't like being on opioids, but this is a necessity. The pain has gotten to be so bad that I just can't sleep. Okay, my apologies. You guys that know me know that I get off on these stupid tangents and I lose track of what I was talking about, and I wanted to tell you what my A1C reading was from this last blood test, because it's pretty damn good. In fact, it's best news of the video. My A1C reading, you guys, was 5.4. 3 months and about a week ago, it was at 10.6. Now it's at 5.4. 5.4 happens to be normal range. So I'm very happy about my A1C reading. Very, very happy indeed. What I'm not happy about, you're not going to see me inject Mounjaro today. You know why, you guys? Because I went to pick it up at the pharmacy last Wednesday. So today is Sunday. So I went to pick it up last Wednesday, and they said, that'll be $998, please. And I said, it'll be how much? And they said, yeah, your insurance company said no. They're not gonna do it. So when I got home, I called them and I'm like, what's going on? They said, oh, we'll still give you the deal. In fact, we'll give you a better deal, but you got to use our pharmacy. See, I'm retired military. They do this to us vets all the time. They kind of pigeonhole you in to where you have no choices, right? So instead of going to my local pharmacy, they want to start mailing me these meds from this pharmacy. And I didn't really want to do it because my meds always come late or not at all. And you got to remind them sometimes. It's just a real big pain in the butt. Anyway, that was last Wednesday. So I said, okay, fine. Just go ahead and mail them, and I'll try to get them in the mail, right? That was last Wednesday. As of today, which is Sunday, it's still pending. It's processing, it says. It was processing last Wednesday and it's processing today. So tomorrow I get to call my pharmacy, my new pharmacy, and ask them if I'm going to be able to get this stuff. So I'll at least be a couple of days late. Who knows? I may be skipping this whole week. I'll have to talk to my doctor about how that works. I don't know if I'll need to re-ramp up or how stopping it cold turkey because your pharmacy can't get its poop in one sock works or not. I don't know. Let's find out. Anyway, that's why I'm not taking a shot today, and that's the update for this week. Hopefully, I'll get back on track, you guys. I'm sorry if I'm a little negative. I'll do better.